Hello everybody, this is Unit 4, Formative 1, Day 4, Power to a Power. We're going to spend a couple days on this in class, so you might need to revisit this video. There is a lot of rules going on in this video. Just a reminder, no negative exponents in your answer. So the first one, we have x to the m to the n. This is the same as x to the m times n. When it's a power to a power, you're going to multiply your two exponents. So we get x mn. If you remember when we had x to the m times x to the n and we had two x's as our basis, we added those two. Okay? But when it's a power to a power, we're going to multiply them. Alright, so the first one is x to the third to the fifth. So we have an exponent to an exponent. So you're going to multiply. 3 times 5 is 15, and that's your answer. Next one, m to the fourth to the negative second. You have an exponent to an exponent, so we're going to multiply, and we get m to the negative eighth. Okay. We can't have negative exponents, so remember, right now the m is in the numerator. So we're going to change that and move it to the denominator, and it becomes a positive 8 exponent. There's nothing left, so make sure you put a 1 in your numerator. Okay. Next one, we have p to the negative third to the 0. Remember, anything to the 0 power is 1. So this just goes away because we're going to multiply by 1. And then we have p to the second. All right. Next group. Okay, this one's where we have a product of powers. So there's two things inside the parentheses. Remember, if nothing has an exponent, it actually has a 1. This 4 out here, okay, goes to everything inside your exponent. So this 2 to the first is to the fourth power, and this x to the third is to the fourth power. So it's very similar to distributing. This 4 needs to go and multiply by this exponent and this exponent. So if we have 2 to the first to the fourth, 1 times 4 is 4. Okay. And then we have x to the third to the fourth, which is x to the 12th. And then 2 to the fourth is 16. X to the 12th is our answer. All right. Next one. So remember, if it doesn't have an exponent, it's a 1. Okay. And this negative 3 is going to be distributed to everything inside the parentheses. So we have 7 to the first to the negative third. So 1 times negative 3 is negative 3. And then we have x to the third to the negative third. So 3 times negative 3 is negative 9. And then we have y to the negative second to the negative third. So negative 2 times 3 is 6. Now remember, we can't have any negative exponents. All right, so we need to move what has a negative exponent. So 7 to the negative third goes to the denominator and becomes positive. X to the negative ninth moves and becomes positive. And then y to the sixth is positive, so it's going to stay. Okay. Now, we can't leave 7 to the third. So 7 to the third, I believe, is 243. I'm going to check that. Right, hang on. Yes, so 243, x to the ninth in the bottom, and then y to the sixth in the numerator. All right, next one, I have negative 2. Okay, that has an exponent of 1. X to the fifth, y to the 10th, all to the 0 power. Remember, everything to the 0 power is 1. All right, let's look at scientific notation. This is the same thing. We have 2, remember that's to the first power, times 10 to the negative 10th, all to the third. So we're going to take 2 to the third times, and now 10 to the negative 10th to the third is 10 to the negative 30. Okay. Now 2 to the third is 8. So 8 times 10 to the negative 30th is our answer. All right, let's do the next one. So we have 3 to the negative 1 to the negative 5th, which gives us 3 to the negative 5th, times 10 to the negative third to the negative 5. Negative 3 times negative 5 is a positive 15. All right, 3 times 5, 9, that's 243 times 10 to the 15th. but that's not in scientific notation. So we need to move our decimal over 2 times. So we get 2.43 times 10. We moved it 2 places to the left. So we're going to add 2 to that, which would be 17. So we have 2.43 times 10 to the 17th. Now again, remember, you might have to revisit this. Okay, have a great day.